I'm going to show you the Silly Old Bear Suite. I have been wanting to make these cards and use these products, and I've just been busy doing other things, but this time I really had fun with it. So this is the card I'm going to show you today, and as you can see, it's Pooh, and he's trying to get his honey at the top cupboard, and he says, "Oh, bother." I love that. I think it's so cute. Anyway, I'm going to show you all the products first, and then we'll go on with making the card, and I'll show you my extra cards. So the suite comes with 2 stamp and die sets, plus a 100-acre wood 3D embossing folder. And so this is the Sweet Old Friends set, and of course it's all Pooh's friends. And then there are dies that match, so you can cut all of these out, stamp them and cut them out, or a lot of the dies coordinate with the paper that comes with it. And this is called Sweet Words and Labels, and it's beautiful labels. So we've got all of these. I should take that out of the plastic so you can see it. This is all of the labels that come with it, and they all coordinated, of course. And a lot of even these will cut things from the paper. And so there's sentiment and really pretty dies and leaves, and these are acorns with tops, and so they're really, really cute. And then this is the stamp set that comes with it. And it says, "The best kind of days are the days spent together. Oh, bother. I will love you forever, until forever, and even after that. You deserve a little treat. Sometimes when you go looking for happiness, happiness finds you. It never hurts to keep looking up, and old friends are the best friends." So I use a lot of those in the cards that I made. I had such fun doing these. And if you are at all a Pooh person, these are just darling. This is the 100-acre wood 3D embossing folder, and I did it on green, so hopefully you can see it. But it really is cute. It's got trees, and then I did it on white too. I don't know which is better for you to see, but it's really cute. And then you can just do partial, to put partial on a card front. But these actually could go on a scrapbook page too. I think that would be really cute. So that's the stamps and the dies and the embossing folder. And then this is the paper. So we've got, these are the dies this is the sheet that will cut out the dies. There's rabbit and Pooh and kangaroo and Eeyore and Tigger, and so it's really, really cute. And then it's got a really pretty background in the blue with the cloudy look. And then this is more that you could cut out and just put on just a page, and it's got pink gingham on the back, and that's barely blush actually. And then here are some that you can cut out and put on card fronts. It's got trees and Pooh in the tree with his honey, and just really cute. And then the table, they're all eating together, friends like that. And then it's got some really cute the animals and stuff lightly on the blue, the hydrangea hue. And then this is the one that I used a lot of. In fact, I cut them all out and used almost every one of them in my sample cards. And these are the dies that cut these out. So we've got this die here. We'll cut all of these out. And then it has a larger die that you can back them, and that's what I did for today. So this is what I used, and then I used the larger one to back it in the Cajun Craze. So that's really fun and handy. And there's of course two sheets of that as well. And then there's the striped background, which I think is beautiful. And the trees, and you can just cut out a portion and use it as a background. And here's the 100-acre wood and the map. Isn't that cute? And then we've got one more that is more of Pooh's friends, and you could just put that as a background. And then it's got this really pretty, this sheet on the back. So it's really fun paper, and goes perfectly with the sweet. So I'll put that over here so it's out of my way. So if you took part in the paper share, you would get some of this paper. So I'll show you we'll put this card together. It's real quick and fast. I'll show you the measurements. So this is Golden Glow cardstock for the card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is one of the new in colors, Golden Glow. It's a beautiful neutral color, and I think you'll really like it. I was kind of wondering at first if I would, but I do. I really like it. And then for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4 in Very Vanilla. And we have, for the front, we have Cajun Craze, 5 1/4 by 4. And then we have Very Vanilla. And I've scored that, or put that through the embossing folder. And this is 5 inches by 3 3/4. 5 inches by 3 3/4. So, and then it's been run through the 3D embossing folder. And then these two are, this is the one I cut out with the Pooh, and then the Cajun Craze. So we'll put this together real quick. It won't take long. And then I'll show you the samples I made, other samples I made. So we'll do the Golden Glow as the card base, and we'll put this in the inside first. Hi Yvonne, thank you for joining. Green is better. Oh, cool. That's great. Well, get this sweet now because I think some of it's on low inventory. So if you're interested in it, oh shoot, I put that on the front. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just turn that around. I just need to be talking while I'm working. So now we're going to put the, hi, you know me, I get to talking and I forget what I'm doing. And this goes on the front, Cajun Craze. And then this is the embossed piece that's Very Vanilla. And you can see that. And if you're here, say hi. So that, and now this one I'm going to attach to the Cajun Craze, and then we'll pop it up with dimensionals for the front. Okay. I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals, and I'm going to use quite a few. Okay. Now we'll take off the backing. Thank you, Diane, for telling me that green is better. I thought it would be, but I didn't know for sure. Seeing it over on the video is a little different. So I'm going to put that here. And then because this is popped up, I'm going to only put a dimensional on this side. It's going to say, oh bother, but I don't need it here because this is already popped up. So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of seal to this end, and then I'll take off and then it'll be over here, and it'll be popped up, so it's perfect. So there it is. Simple, quick, easy, but I think it's delightful. I just love that. Oh bother, from Pooh. So that's the card that I made first. And then I used the two pieces, the stripe and this diagonal, and it says it never hurts to keep looking up. So Pooh and Piglet are looking up. Isn't that cute? I think it's just darling. It's really simple. And then there's another simple one. The best kind of days are days spent together. And Pooh and Piglet are, you know, just having a good day together. So that's the second card. And this one, I used the trees behind it. And Pooh, you know, he has got stuck. And so his friends are helping him, and it says, oh, bother. I just think that's, and then inside it says, old friends are the best friends. Because there's the one that helps us the most, huh? And then this one is done on soft sea foam, and I use some old olive behind it, and it says, I will love you until forever, and even after that. And then I added some of the brand new butterflies that are in the in colors. This is a crisp cantaloupe. And I put an extra sheet here and ran it through the 3D embossing folder. So soft sea foam goes really good, although it's not one of the colors. This one, I think, it never hurts to keep looking up, and I just love Pooh hanging up from the balloon. We've seen that, and I added just some of the tree paper and the blue, the hydrangea hue. And then this one, I love this one. I was going to do it, but then I thought that other one would be better. But here is, sometimes when you go looking for happiness, happiness finds you. So here's his honey pot, and then I put some more of the, these are the in color dots. And by the way, Rebecca, they're back. That one is darling. Him walking with, yeah. Cute, sweet. I know. I love the frame dies on that. Sweet words and labels. And I stamped this, and this is one of the stamps that's in the stamp set. So I stamped this, and then I cut it out in hydrangea hue, and I cut it out with the coordinating die, and then put some of the golden glow behind it. And then I have it, this is early espresso behind it. That's a cute cartoon. I like that one. And this one, Old Friends Are the Best Friends, and they're having a party. And then behind is all of the friends. So that's really cute. And I use the in color dots on that one. And then this one is, I actually cut these out with the dies and put them all together. Old Friends Are the Best Friends. Embossed the Very Vanilla, and you use soft sea foam again because it coordinates so well, and some garden green. So I think that is just absolutely darling. And then this one is a fun fold, even though it doesn't look like it to start out with. But I used the striped paper. I really wanted to use that because I love that. And I put Pooh and Piglet walking together with some leaves. And then you open it up, and the best kind of days are the days spent together. So they're walking in the 100-acre woods. This is the paper. And then I might show you how to make this card next week. Who knows? That's what I'll do. So anyway, this is so cute. I put some crisp cantaloupe. The one thing about these new in colors, they all coordinate together. I'm amazed, and I love it. So these are the cards I made. I think there's 10 of them. And if you're interested in this suite, it probably will go into, I think it's on low inventory right now. And so you might want to get it while you can. And so anyway, here you go. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no, 10. I wasn't counting right. So, so many possibilities. I mean, these were really easy to make, but I just love them. I can send this to, well, my sister-in-law who lives here in assisted living. She loved Pooh when she was earlier in her life. And so I'm going to make sure that I send some of these to her because she loved it, and she had a friend that loved it. So these will go great for her. So that's what I have for today. If you have any questions, I don't know who all is on here, but thank you, Lori. I don't know who all is on here, but if you are on here and you share, I will send you this card. One of you this card, and maybe even 2 of you. But anyway, this card, one of these cards. And then there is a joint offer in May. And I'm just saying this, I'm not pressuring anybody. But if you have a wish list that's over $100, you probably should sign up because you pay the $99. You get $125 of whatever you want. And then you get all of the in color stamp pads, and that's a $63 value. Actually, thank you, Yvonne. Actually, it's if you just buy them separately, it's more because there's 5 times 14. What's that? I don't know. 5 times 14. It's actually a little bit more than that. 5, 20, that's $70. And you get one free, something like that. Anyway, you get all 5 colors free if you sign up. No obligation to do anything, but just sign up, and you would be good through the end. This is May, June, July, and August. You would be good through the end of September. You wouldn't have to make your minimums until September, and you don't have to make your minimums all. You can just drop. But if you're paying $99, you get 125 plus 63. That's pretty good value. So if you have any questions, let me know. I would be glad to walk you through it. But I understand if you're not interested, because I know everybody has a life. But if you are, that was what I was going to do when I started out. I don't know if I've ever told you my story, but I signed up under my sister-in-law, and she really wasn't, she was just a hobby demonstrator, but I signed up under her in 2007. I was going to hang in there for a month or a quarter or whatever. And I had a friend in Prineville that signed up. She said she would help me make my minimums. And then she kind of lost interest, but I loved it so much. And I was working for my son-in-law in his chiropractic office, and I put a catalog out on the table, and somebody came in, sat down, picked the catalog up and says, "Who sells Stampin' Up?" And from then it was like, "When are you having classes?" I didn't know I was going to have classes. I didn't plan on that. But I did it, and I built quite a nice business out of it. In fact, we are leaving on the 31st of May for my 15th, I think it's my 15th Stampin' Up event. I lost my train of thought. My trip. I've earned 15 of the trips. Actually, this week I earned Costa Rica for 2027. So, I never dreamed of ever doing this way, because I never ever wanted to be in front of people before. But when you have a passion for something, it's easy to do. It's easier to do. So, and I do have a passion for it. And I can't wait to get the new products. One thing about being a demonstrator is you get to see the new products. You get to pre-order. You get 20% discount on all of your orders, and more. You can get up to 25%. So there's a lot of benefits. But I still understand if you're not interested. I'm not pressuring you. I'm just giving you the quote-unquote sales pitch. So anyway, that offer for signing up is through the end of May. And if you are interested, let me know. I can send you a link to join and incentive trip. Thank you, Rebecca. So we're leaving for Alaska. Dan is going to go with us. We're going to be gone for a week on a cruise to Alaska. And by the way, I have to say that only 1% of demonstrators earn the trip. So you wouldn't expect to earn it right away, but if that's your passion, you like to travel on somebody else's dollar. Anyway, so thank you for joining. For those that didn't comment but are here, thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I hope that you can spend times together. The best kind of days are days spent together, and old friends are the best friends. So thank you, and have a great day. Thank you, Yvonne. Yes, we will. We've already got things planned, and it's so nice to have Dan go with us. He's my single son, and it's just wonderful to have him, because he's more adventuresome than we are. And so it'll be a great trip. It's just, they do a great job of having their incentive trips. So have a great day. Thank you.